welcome back to Sunrise. If you're just joining us, happy Emancipation Day
Emancipation
to you.
Day, everybody, yes.
Absolutely, it's
up,
time.
Up, ye mighty race.
You can accomplish what you will.
Amen, amen.
Indeed, it's now time for a very special edition of the headlines with our girl.
With who now?
The ticking time bomb. TK. Tick, 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 boom.
Tick, tick, boom.
You know, I like this one.
Yeah.
I am a fan.
Yeah.
Happy Emancipation Day.
Happy Emancipation Day.
You guys are
to
looking so
TK.
Jamaican.
Thank you. No, we love our country.
Absolutely.
And, you know, again, our ancestors who would have been, you know, enslaved, who came here and did so much for us, TK. That's why we're here this morning.
Amen.
Because if I never for them, would have probably been in some cane field or, you know, I don't know, on some plantation somewhere.
Or worse, we wouldn't be here at all.
At all,
exactly.
right? And so I don't take today, a day like today, I don't take it lightly at all. Of course, you know, we should be emancipated or emancipating ourselves every day. But when it comes front and center on a day like this, I'm very emotional and very happy, though, at the same time, about something like a day like
It's a
this.
bittersweetness.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's a bittersweetness.
You're
And
very appreciative of what you have. Well, I am at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for these special headlines, I need you to transport yourself to 1838. Are you with me?
All right, I'm with you.
All right. You're watching the television that has not yet been invented.
Yes.
Okay? And you're taking in the news that has not yet been developed, but just work with me here. Close your eyes, everybody. I'm talking to you too.
All right.
On this day, August 1, 1838, right here in Jamaica, thousands of previously enslaved people have gathered at town centers and churches in this British Caribbean territory and broken into joyous celebrations upon hearing the final words of the Emancipation Declaration, affirming their full freedom from slavery. This momentous date represents the abolition of the dehumanizing system, which has enslaved us, people of African descent, in the British colony for over 150 years. Following a sustained abolition campaign underscored by bloody slave uprisings in the colonies, as well as increased anti-slavery sentiment in the UK, the Emancipation Act of 1838 has been passed by the British government. We owe thanks to some special people who distinguished themselves as true anti-slavery champions. We thank you, Thomas Clarkson, William Wilberforce, Joseph Sturge, William Knibb, Thomas Burchell, and Samuel Sharpe. Freedom.
Well, first of all, for a former slave, you speak very well.
You know, and MC.
I'm so impressed.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
I literally close my eyes and I'm there with TK, like, because I try to imagine, TK just did, transport myself back to that time. And even sometimes, for example, when I'm driving through Holland Bamboo, you know, I'm imagining, I wonder if this is where the slaves probably sat, or, you know, to take a little break and a little shade.
Like you go to a river and there's all this, and you're like, oh gosh, people had to walk through this and climb this bush to get away. I mean, sometimes it's crazy.
Sometimes I will say a river stone, and I wonder if that stone is there. So when our ancestors were here, if the river could, our oak tree, you know? And I said, boy, the river could have talked, you know? I wonder what they were doing, what they were saying, what they were speaking about. But also
I'm from Spanish Town. So like I have, you know, stood on the steps and wondered, like, what was it like? Like on this spot, you know? On this spot, which is why, you know, again, being from Spanish Town, I often have been in that space, and I said, if this was any developed nation, this would not be an empty shell of a building. This would be the National Emancipation Museum, you know? Because it would be filled with artifacts and things like, and like I remember, because I lived abroad. I came to Jamaica at the age of 13, and I remember asking my mother if we could go to, like, can we go on a tour? My mother said, on a tour of what?
You're far enough. Right, you're the far enough.
You're the far enough. You got tour of book.
You want to go to Port Royal?
She said, there's nothing in there. It's just the shell. Like if you look in there, like there's just bush in there. And I think like I don't care how many millions of US dollars it would cost, the value,
yes,
somebody needs to come and...
Yes, one of the people that they keep flying in here to come and do the talking. And I am tired of the talking. Because if you're not coming with some money, you're not coming with hospitals, you're not coming with some visa and some free safari.
Former Prime Minister David Cameron.
What you want to talk? Talk about what? What do you want to talk about? Hey, go on, where you going now?
Can we transport ourselves again?
Right.
Okay, let us transport ourselves again for this next. I want you to imagine.
Sorry, there, TK, 1 second before I go back to there. I just want to say, right? Please, a point of order.
Yes.
That slavery didn't end because they thought of us as being worthy.
Humanitarian grounds.
No, it wasn't humanitarian grounds. It was economic grounds for the white people.
It was becoming difficult.
Non-profitable for them.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, we need to let them go.
Yes. So when they fly into Jamaica and want to talk, we're not talking. Action, not a bag of mouth. We're tired of the talking.
And this goes to our next, this goes to the next point of our next headline, the bill for the abolition of slavery.
Let's hear it.
The Emancipation Declaration was read from the steps of the old King's House building in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the country's capital at the time. The bill for the abolition of slavery in British colonies received the royal assent on August 28, 1838. It stated, and I quote, "Be it enacted that all and every one of the persons who on the first day of August 1834 shall be holden in slavery within such British colony as aforesaid shall upon and from and after the said first day of August 1834 become and be to all intents and purposes free and discharged from all manner of slavery and shall be absolutely and forever manumitted." However, the Africans did not receive full freedom until 4 years later, as all slaves over 6 years old had to be subjected to mandatory 6-year period of apprenticeship, where the ex-slaves had to work without pay for their former masters for 40 hours per week in exchange for lodging, food, clothing, medical attendance, and grounds on which they could grow their own provisions. They also, if they chose, could hire themselves out for additional wages during the remaining quarter of the week, and with this money they could buy their freedom.
My tribe.
I remember when that was being taught, they said that they managed to extract the last juice out of slavery. Of course, during the apprenticeship period. The apprenticeship period was just another ignominy on top of what slavery was. But I remember reading, you know, that there was a heated debate at the time, like, how can you just set them free? They don't know how to be free. What is freedom to people who?
And what do I do now? Where do I go?
Like, so we have to
ease them gently into
it and let them work for us. Let them work for us.
Yeah, like you're doing us a favor. What you should do is say, all right, here what? Like, oh, you're free. I know you don't know how to handle it. So I'm going to give you 10 acres of land, and this is what you need to do. You know what I mean?
No. Send them up into, like, have little free villages. Boy, Leo and him uncle.
No, Leo not stay. Leo stay. Leo not leaving. Leo not leaving. I'm not leaving. Master, I ain't leaving. Leo said, "Welcome to my tea." No, stop.
Leo.
Bro, man, I'm gonna say, let go the girls, them.
But I wonder if our ancestors would be proud of us or disappointed with us.
They'd be disappointed.
Do you think so?
I think they'd be disappointed. Like, when they say, like, if they could. I mean, I've never been beyond the grave, but like, if beyond the grave they're watching the Jamaica channel, they're like,
after we fight and sacrifice and shed blood.
After we walk from Stony Gut, this walk from Stony Gut.
What I can say is that, you know, different generations are the product of the previous generation, and you know, them always say tough times make strong people, and strong people make good times, and good times make weak people. You know, and I think that this generation that where we live in now would never have ended slavery. You know, it wouldn't have ended slavery. So we're the products of the good times that came after.
Before us.
You know, and so maybe we're going to go through some tough times so that we can create some better times, maybe.
Well, I think they'd be proud of some of us. I think they'd be proud of some people.
True, to see their achievements.
Yes, I think some persons have really held up their end of the bargain, did not take what they were given for granted, and really ran with it and did a lot, you know. So even though, you know, they frown at some, I think they'll be smiling at others.
Yes. That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well, but happy Emancipation birthday. Lots of birthdays happening today. Lorna Goodison.
Yes, author.
Author extraordinaire, right? Having her birthday today. And who else is having their birthday, Dennis? You know anybody personally who is having their birthday?
On August 1?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember.
Well, this is my mom's birth month. August. She was born on August 5. Yeah. You want August 2?
No. I thought it was today. I was like, oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying,
by no.
August 5. Okay. And my sister is August 24. So
nice.
lots of August people around me.
I like the month of August.
Yes, I do too.
I like the month.
And guys, if you are celebrating your birthday today, happy Emancipation birthday to you. And if you're celebrating your anniversary, enough blessings and enough love. Remember, it's always great to emancipate your partner and elevate your partner, right?
Indeed.
So happy Emancipation Day anniversary. On the other side of the break, guys, it's Emancipendent must-haves with the 2023 National Festival Queen. It's CVM Sunrise.
Yeah, man, this is Graham Smog, and yeah, man, touching base from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm overseas now, but want to wish all of the viewers at CVM and all the beautiful citizens of Jamaica a happy Emancipation Day. More life, more blessings. Let's continue to build a better Jamaica, a stronger Jamaica, and a loving Jamaica. Happy Emancipation Day. From me, Graham Smog, and the Morgan Heritage family. Blessings.